We're doing a pork tenderloin. We're doing a blackened pork tenderloin. We're going low carb today. Every day cooking, Dad. Cooking every day. All right, welcome in, welcome back. Here's our ingredients. We got some string beans. We got our tenderloin, garlic. We got Kinder's blackening, Carl's blackening, our cherry tomatoes, garlic, salt. Everything will be down below. So we're gonna get started by just trimming off some of the fat. You know, this is a very, lean meat by itself, so we don't want to take off too much fat. So once we have it right where we need it, we're gonna go ahead and go in with some avocado oil. Avocado oil is a higher temperature oil. It doesn't burn as quick as olive oil. Because, we're gonna blacken this, so it's gonna be a high temp right into that pan. So once we get this all rubbed down, it's time for the blackening. We're going with the Kinder's, Carl's blackening. It's the first time I'm using this, so we're gonna see how this comes out. So we're gonna go real liberally all over the place with this one. If I have to use half the bottle, I'm gonna do it, but didn't really take that much. And let me tell you, this Carl's blackening from Kinder's, this smells really good. I actually gave it a taste. It's not too bad. All right, so now once this is all covered up, we're gonna let this sweat for a few minutes and we're gonna get started on our vegetables. So we got our garlic. I use 3 cloves. You can use 4 if they're kind of small. And then we're gonna hit this with some more avocado oil. Now this is again just to get the seasoning to stick. Gotta give this a toss. Nothing works better than your hand. And then in with our complete seasoning. Now don't forget, all the ingredients will be down below. And give this a nice quick toss. Guys, we're going low carb, right? And every night you can't have all this, crazy heavy food. So we're going low carb. So we're now gonna put this in a pan and we're gonna be cooking this in the aluminum foil pan. All right, so we put in our cherry tomatoes, and this is gonna go in the oven at 375. Our meat's also gonna be in at 375. So we got our pan smoking hot. We're up 400 degrees. So, we're gonna get that Maillard reaction. That's like when your meat hits that pan and go, and it's not gonna stick and it's just hot. So down we go with our meat. Now we're not gonna do no more than 3 minutes, 2 minutes on each side. We just wanna brown them up, blacken them up a little bit. We don't wanna burn it. And once they get to look something like this, give them a flip. All right, and then when you're done on all sides, we'll wind up with something that looks like this. Now, in we go with our thermometer, because I want to pull this at like exactly 145, 150, so we don't, overcook it. And that's only going to take about 30 minutes. So we're going to move on to our garlic butter. We're going to put our breadcrumbs in this. So we have a nice little crunch on top of our string beans. So we're only going to go about 30 seconds. Once it gets fragrant, we go in with our breadcrumbs. We're just using Italian breadcrumbs. And that's it. We give this a nice little stir, let it toast up a little bit, and we're done with this. Just let it toast up a little. And once we got that flavor from the garlic, we're great. Little salt. All right, so let's move on to our white wine garlic butter sauce. So in a pan that's not too hot, we're gonna go ahead and put the butter in. All right, get that going, and then we're gonna go ahead and go in with our garlic. Now, as soon as the garlic goes in, about 30 seconds or so, and I keep saying that, once you can smell it, you don't want to burn the garlic. Once you can smell it, it's ready for liquid. So we're gonna give this a nice little stir. You see our butter's burning just ever so slightly. So let's go ahead and hit this with some white wine. Yeah, we used Chardonnay. That's what I had in the house. That's what I used. I don't know if it's the proper way, but this is the way I'm doing it. So once we get this wine in there, you know, I'm just eyeballing it. I would say that's probably about a half a cup. And we're gonna let this reduce by half. So I felt it needed another stab of butter. All right, so now that's reduced. And our meat is getting close to being done. So it needed more butter. This is a garlic wine butter sauce, so you probably can't have too much butter. So we're gonna go in with some chicken stock. It's about 4 tablespoons. So we're almost done with our sauce. So we're gonna give this a good minute or so for the butter to melt. Then we're gonna give this a taste, and we're gonna add our salt and pepper. We got some pepper and some salt. This is to your taste. You probably could do without it, but I just went in with a little salt and pepper. Nothing too complicated. Give this a stir, and then we got one last step. We're gonna go in with a little slurry. That's cornstarch and water. And we're just gonna thicken it up a little bit. Not too much, just, you know, a little thicker than water. All right, so now that's done. So we're gonna put this on the side, and we're gonna get our meat and vegetables out of the oven. All right, guys, we pulled it. We're at 157. It's been sitting about 3 minutes. You guys, this came out good. Look at that. We pulled it at 150. All right, so here's our vegetables. Guys, right now, I'm all into roasted tomatoes. You know, that tomato, when it like pops in your mouth and you get all that flavor, so good, so delicious, so flavorful. So now, here's our meat. We're gonna go ahead and slice this up. Now guys, this is gonna we have enough left over to eat again the next night. I'll probably make sandwiches out of the rest of it. But here's our meat. Guys, this is so juicy. But let's go ahead and plate this up. Now this is one plate. This is my plate. So you know, this is a good low carb meal. My doctor be happy with this. So we're gonna go on with some breadcrumbs. Add a little crunch to this, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put some Parmesan cheese on this too. Guys, put the Parmesan everywhere. The only thing missing here is some bacon with that string beans, but we're eating healthier. So on with our white wine garlic butter sauce on top of the meat. Get a little on the string beans too. And guys, this is done. A little extra Parmesan and maybe a little bit more breadcrumbs. Yeah, sure, why not? All right, here's our little flyover. We got our cherry tomatoes. Oh, when those things burst in your mouth, it's so delicious when they're warm too. Then you got the string beans with the garlic white wine butter sauce. Butter sauce is all over the meat too. Guys, this is good and delicious. Everyday cooking, Dad. Cooking every day. All right, check out these other videos and let's get cooking.